especially with a full half of football still to play.
Borussia Dortmund are heading into the break, very happy with how it's gone so far. We're on the move again. Nesta. And it's Varane. Marcelo. It's Albertini. Rafael Varane. Tonali. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Nice bit of trickery. He's picked his way through. Paz. Tonali. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. Now it's Ibrahimovic. And it's Bellingham. And here's Messi. Muscular approach does pay off here. Thailand can breathe again, just.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
That's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Nesta cuts it out. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Early stages of the second half, and still 2 between them.
Marcelo
has basically crossed that in blind faith. I'd suggest he try a little patience.
52.
Now it's Pelé. The message is clear, none shall pass. Thiago. Paz. Floated through. Struck first time. And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Number 9, Suarez. Coming on the field is number 21, Van Basten.
So we have further activity on the bench here.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And it's Thiago. Borussia Dortmund have the chance to go the other way. Now it's Van Basten. Paz. And the through ball. And this is Ibrahimovic. Oh, he's been caught napping. In by Ibrahimovic. That's put paid to the danger. Marcelo. All the way back. Salah. Gattuso is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. This looks promising. The cross. Can he finish? Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And with that, it is pretty much a done deal. He'll take that. Perhaps not the prettiest, but they all count.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
A case now of complete control. Odo. Borussia Dortmund are coasting towards victory. Now it's Van Basten. Now then, the ball's come loose. Paz. Tonali. Thiago. And this is Ibrahimovic. And it's Marcelo.
That's good play from him.
Now here's the delivery. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside.
Substitution.
Thailand are able now to make their substitution. It's been on the cards for a few moments now. No, he wasn't going to let him past. Best. That'll be a throw. And it's Hullet. Goes for the shot! And that's off target. Not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly seen out. Tonali. Gerrard, renowned for his long-range shooting. Passing is crisp and sharp. Spread it left. Thiago. Pirlo. Hullet. Van Basten.
And the referee brings it to a close.
Borussia Dortmund pretty much in utopia, imposing themselves in the... Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters.
Against France.
It is a deep, deep sea of yellow, beautifully effervescent yellow. That is what you're faced with when you come to Dortmund.
We're up and running then. Well, plenty has been said and written about Steven Gerrard's many, many talents, but if you had to pick out one strength in particular, Jim, what would that be?
His never-say-die leadership, something that's shone through in so many crucial moments.
And it's about more than just the critical goals he's scored down the years.
It's
And to Rossi! No, poor contact, nothing on the shot.
Well, the way he set himself up was just so clever. No wonder he's disappointed.
And it's Jordi Alba.
Can he get on the end of this?
In towards the back stick. Maldini is there and he can get that clear. Borussia Dortmund
Do have a chance to counter here.
Gerrard.
And here's Inzaghi. Nicely weighted ball. Pele.
Luis Suarez.
Borussia Dortmund on the counter-attack now. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. So, Jim, what has caught your eye in these early exchanges?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say.
And the finish! In he goes again.
It's been pretty high-tempo stuff from the off here, Peter. A good show of intent, I would say.
Bellingham. Pele. Pele
will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And here's Suarez. Luis Suarez.
Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Borussia Dortmund clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
He's cut it out. Bellingham.
And it's Gerrard.
Nice looking ball. Gattuso deals with that comfortably. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And here's Inzaghi. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. This is a promising build-up.
And here's Jordi Alba.
Sylvestre is onto this. Terrific effort! But he's left disappointed.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
Borussia Dortmund so far providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper.
Well, that looks a decent ball, and it's been played through. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Gattuso. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Jordi Alba.
He's through here. And that is masterful defending.
Really didn't have enough to concern the defence.
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
Inzaghi
Receives it in a decent chance! Has fallen kindly here. Goal, France! And we have liftoff. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
And that's great movement from him. He instinctively knew that the ball was going to come back out and put himself where he needed to be. The sort of thing you just can't teach.
France have fired themselves in front.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Whistle's gone, that's a foul.
Well, talk about being caught between a rock and a hard place. I don't think he had much choice there, although he's paid for it.
Messi is behind this one.
This is the sort of thing he craves, a chance to make a telling impact.
He's had a shot! And that's in! They're level in a trice!
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
What a moment of brilliance, control and perfect accuracy.
Oh, what a touch. I mean, how good was that? Poetry in motion.
Oh, what has happened here? Chance to deliver. And he's there to clear it. Bellingham, someone who can always claim to be the most immaculate finisher. Van Dijk. And the counter is on. That's been cut out, well played. Now it's Pelé.
There will be one
Pelé
at a
showed
time.
plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Owen is onto this. And a chance! Marvellous goal! And that is a goal worthy of universal appreciation. Even the... And that is all they have time for. So, engaging and still right on edge. Plenty of signs to suggest this will turn out to be a really good one. It is
And now,
quite a
I'd just
game,
like to
breathless
read out our
and
band
laced with
members who are
excitement.
celebrating their
Well, I think the
birthdays
message
today.
from the manager at half-time will be pretty simple, Peter. He's going to want them to play at a higher tempo, press more, higher up the pitch, pass quicker, and entice the opposition out of position. He knows how crucial the next goal will be.
So that's how it stands at halfway. We'll be back with the second half very soon. And we are back on the way. He's having a pop! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And they can counter here. Oh, now he can run away with it. Oh, truly brave defending.
Well, what can you say about that? Just about everything was stacked against him, and he still came through.
Messi. Silvestre did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Now it's Messi. Gerrard. And it's Gerrard.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
And he's intervened well there. Now it's Messi. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Now it's Pelé. He might be in here. Chance! It's a goal! Again, we are level. What a contest!
Oh, what a fabulous game this is. It just keeps getting better and better.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Substitution for Borussia Dortmund. Number
The two
9,
coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time.
Number 23.
It is compelling, this, utterly compelling.
Number 24.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big
Number
game.
11, Darwin
Oh,
Núñez.
Red, nice interception.
Number 3, White.
Vinicius
Number
Junior
12,
has an approach to the game which is pretty much shoot on
The
sight.
attendance for this match was 62,005.
Looking for a run-up. That has not gone well. Shifted upfield. That
Pass isn't the best. Borussia Dortmund still have the cards to affect this game. Gives it back.
Not a lot more he could do there.
Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Can he get it through? Deftly away. Challenged just a bit on the firm side. And he's worked it through. Oh, he's all... Shoots! Gattuso clears. Messi. It's Bellingham. Messi. It's a pretty loose pass. Bellingham. Now it's Batistuta. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Now it's Puskas. Oh, well measured. Cantona! It is a fantastic goal! That is a gem! An absolute gem! And they get themselves in front! Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
I just thought that was going to hit the...
Takes a shot! And the difference is still one, but only just.
Messi really wanted that, didn't he? Probably a little too much, to be honest.
Driving on and making good progress. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Darwin. Shot at goal! Oh, he'd love to have another go at that.
Bellingham clearly knows that he let himself down there. He'd like another pop at that one, but that's not how it works.
Cafu ventures forward.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Cafu delivers with towering header. It's hit the crossbar. Goal! That is remarkable. All square in a matter of moments.
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
Sharp, simple, satisfying. He just knew what was on.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
Quite a game this, all square again.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop, just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff.
Looking to pass their way up the pitch.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
There will be 3 minutes at a time.
Now it's Cantona. Oh, he's having a go! He's done very well to get to that.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Desperate defending required here. And it's been hooked away. Nicked it back promptly. Messi. Thuram. Nunez. And time is up. Magic. What a magical football match. And genuine respect all round. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. So off we go then. Andrew Cole, Jim, one of the strikers that defined an era in English football, wouldn't you say? His medal collection speaks for itself.
Yeah, I would agree with that, Peter, and I would put his success down to a strength of his that isn't immediately noticeable.
What's that?
His tactical intelligence, which allowed him to play the game very instinctively. His game is essentially about making runs in behind the defence or creating and exploiting space with his movement. But his ability to read the game and his anticipation makes him an absolute nightmare for any defence.
Cole. And he cuts out the supply. Tries to pass it through. Bellingham. Otto. He has a look up. Now, who's going to be first to this? Thuram clears without hesitation.
This is the time you need that pace.
Neatly clipped into space. Well timed, excellent interception. And it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Encourage the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
And again, he's sorted that out terrifically.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
And that was asking for too much. Patience, the overwhelming virtue in this game so far. Lovely, now shoots! It's loose now and they want to get it back. And he's following up! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
He has found a way through. He is just caressing the ball. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And this is Luis Suarez. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. And the shot! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
Borussia Dortmund with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Played into space, but that has not gone well. That's very neat. Cross from Cafu. Oh, good climb! That's a fair try, but just off target.
Yeah, it's good movement, though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
That's a sharp pass. And that's been won straight back.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Corner number 2 then. And now they can spring out of defence. And this is Luis Suarez. Roberto Carlos. Pass somewhat off target. It may be goalless, but it is not without interest.
Well, it's certainly not a drab affair, Peter. It's had its moments.
And he plays one through. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
Otto puts them all in. Well, the counter-attack will come to nothing because that is an errant touch.
It speaks for itself, doesn't it? Best left there.
And it's Snyder. That's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Hazard. That pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Well, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. And he's going to have his name taken. Madrid choosing to make the first change.
Será sustituido por el dorsal 27.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Azar, a player who needs no introduction. That is a great pick out. Gattuso, and it's played forward.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Now it's Luis Suarez. Neither of these two want to come off second best. He's picked his way through. Tries a shot! And it's hit the woodwork and out! Yamal. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Pele was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Bellingham.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Oh no, that was never going to make it. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Passing is crisp and sharp. A quick look, thought about cutting inside. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Pele touches it back. Kessié.
Habrá un minuto de descuento.
Azar. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. And that is the end of the first half. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. So between them, no goals at all so far.
After all that probing and testing the waters, here's hoping for a more open second half.
So at the halfway stage, we still have deadlock. The score 0-0. Second half is up and running.
Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the ears of the players. They want more. Let's hope the game comes to life sooner rather than later.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Roberto Carlos.
They want to be quick here, it's breakaway time.
Now it's Messi.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
Azar. Kessié, looking for options for movement. Maldini makes the interception. Messi is herring after that one. And he was quick to react. And this is Luis Suarez. Suarez charging forward, the ball at his feet. He's been bundled over, that is a foul. And no surprise, that's a booking.
Disappointing, very disappointing. He knew what he was doing, as deliberate and cynical as it comes.
He's having a good look here.
Well, this is his opportunity to make the stage his own here. I kind of had a feeling it was going to be him, Peter. He's one of those players who has a natural knack of reading the tide of a game, and he knew it was his time to make his mark. Sensational.
A true beauty of a goal, so brilliantly executed.
Well, he made it look effortless, clearly a training...
And a header! And that's a sharp finish. Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring. It was wonderfully efficient.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
And he's picked it up out wide. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner.
Se va a realizar un cambio de jugadores.
So, third corner of the game. Now, can he find a finish? Referee has taken his time, but it is going to be another corner. Corner number 4 coming up here. Punched away. Oh, he's got a sight of goal. And across it goes. Kessié. Oh, good-looking ball. That has been cut short. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Gerrard. Now it's Darwin. Nunez. Chance, surely! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Oh, they could be caught out here. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Can he get it through? Oh, great defending. That needed doing. Kessié. Cole.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Oh, that's clever. Oh, lovely feeding is such a good mover. Otto did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Over to the right flank. Doué, looking to be a menace in the final third. And he's managed to get free. In towards the... Impressive jump! And it's there! It's all becoming so easy. Certain, searing and imperious.
He was always going to do that one way or another. A fantastic effort. Simply fantastic.
Gol del Borussia Dortmund. Marcó en el minuto 76 el dorsal 11.
Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. We're up and running then. Khan reaching his double century today, well on his way to becoming a part of the furniture in this part of the footballing world.
Yeah, and he looks like he's raring to go here too, Peter. You can really tell how eager he is to leave his mark on this game. And when he's in that sort of a mood, he usually gets what he wants.
And here's Suarez. And that's been won straight back. And it's Roberto Carlos. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. Now it's Messi. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Maldini kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Can he get it through? Chance for a shot! Big moment! Massive goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Bullish header! It's in! They're level in a trice!
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
AZ restore parity.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted with such a response.
Oh, that's a fine interception. Now it's Mbappe. Schneider. Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Borussia Dortmund clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Nicely aimed pass. Just about midway through the first half, and it has been an engaging watch. Nice control. That is good strength. Schneider's cross. And it's turned away. And this is Schneider. Now the delivery. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do.
Well, they're clearly focusing on that right side, Peter. That's where the crosses are coming from, where the danger lies. Schneider clearly looking the key component now with the concentration on width. Really aren't convincing right now. It has to start in defence, but the whole team needs a wake-up call.
And it's Schneider. Tries to pass it through. Pass somewhat off target. Well, that is one way to stop him. Mateus. Now he's running away. He's gone direct here. Mateus had a really good go at breaking through, but ultimately he was just about kept out.
Oh, look, his determination needed to be greater than the obstacle he was faced with, and it wasn't.
And this is Messi. Mateus. Played out towards the right wing, and the counter is on. Oh, this looks sharp. Luis Suarez, and he's found a way past. Bellingham. Now he's got space here. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Mateus was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Now it's Hullet. It's a good run down the right. He's found a way through. And that is out and behind. It's a good block.
Substitution on the field.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Gets his head on it! Goal! It was wonderfully efficient.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
And it's Hullet. That's the end of the first 45. Well, the scoreline at half-time, a fair reflection of things overall, you'd have to say that. There was certainly no lack of effort or endeavour in the first half. And we are up to the break.
Oh, what a half, Peter. What a half. It really has had a bit of everything. Two sides going tooth and nail, trying to win this from the off. If only all games could serve this up.
So that's it for the first half, and everyone takes a well-earned rest. And so the action is resumed.
Borussia Dortmund can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
It's Eddie shoots! AZ have reclaimed it. Schneider. Messi. Bellingham. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Mateus gets on his bike and on the move.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Now it's Hullet. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Schneider. Pass is coming off in quick succession here.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
The attendance for this match was 51,577.
Out of play for a throw.
Substitution on the field. Number 11, Mbappe. Number 22, Gullit. Number 9, Bellingham. Coming on the field, number 18, Karl-Heinz Rummenigge. Number 20, Ibrahimovic. Number 14, Fernandez. Substitutions taking place.
It's a good spell of possession, this. Timber. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. And he's managed to get free. Salah, challenged. He's been bundled over. That is a foul. And he is going into that little black book.
Well, not the best way to deal with it, but the old threat of pace clearly made him feel a tad uncomfortable.
This looks like a more than decent chance to strike. And this, an opportunity to pull level. Great chance! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Mateus, that is a great pick out. And this is Eto'o. He has found the one. Eto'o! Has fallen kindly here. He's got a goal. Two to the good, and they are purring. Absolutely purring. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Oh, he was definitely fully focused on that, Peter. His reaction and anticipation got him there when everyone else was spectating.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
So the lead now is 2.
Well, there's only one team in it at the moment, and the question is, will they be happy to sit on this?
Fernandez can so cleverly bypass the press. And it's White.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Back towards the middle. Can he get on the end of this? And that's gone loose. Could be danger here. Ibrahimovic. That pass isn't the best. That has not gone well.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Cafu. In towards the back stick. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Rummenigge. He's shifting through the gears here. Fernandez. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Mateus. Look at the space here. Really didn't have enough to concern the defence. And he was quick to react. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? He's picked his way through. Cleared without hesitation. Cafu. And the whistler's gone for a reckless challenge there. And no surprise, that's a booking.
I just think it was a cheap foul to give away.
Substitution on the field. Number 3.
AZ are making a change now.
Coming on the field is number 17, Van Bronckhorst.
Cafu, nice bit of skill, and he's away. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. And he's taking no chances there. Lovely, now then.
Has been indicated.
Mateus, always on the lookout for any signs of danger. Oh, that's fabulous. Whistle's gone, and they've got themselves a free kick. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning.
Yeah, plenty of jostling in that box. They just need a good delivery.
Tries to get it clear. And we're done. Borussia Dortmund pleasingly clever on the ball. They had their moments, but ultimately they take...